Alright, let's see here. New game. Begin the adventure. Let's see here. Trying to see. Let's see. Alright. For all injuries, range from paper cuts to decapitations. Oh my. Welcome to your atomic scavenge drill. Hold and the grab control to skip my words, but every time you do, the red marker will drop. Move to the yellow X. Alright. Can't run into her. Find Timmy. Alright. Okay, is it not in there? Oh, there he is. Ah. What the? Timmy is safe, but you need to find good to keep the shelter stocked. Okay. Find the highlighted soup can. Okay. Find the highlighted water bottle. Ooh, guitar? Find the highlighted water bottle. Yeah, I heard you. I'm looking for it. There it is. When near the hatch, drop all items you have. There's a good chance they will survive the fall. Okay, where's the shelter? Oh, it's underground? Need a radio? Okay. Where's the radio? I think a radio is kind of a waste because unless it has batteries. Check the living room. This guy's the radio. I'm just bumping into everything. Alright, let's see. Drop that off. Shelter in time, alright. Yeah, grab the gun. Food, we need more food. I have to be in the shelter too? Did I mess that up? Oh, okay. If you exercise before the siren sounds, after it goes off, you start packing. Alright. Let's try it again. Careful. I think he's already down. Okay, okay. Okay, come on, come on. Alright, you know how to get what you need to survive, but your train is far from over. Alright, let's see what we got going on now. Day 1. Day 1. You made it to the shelter. Congratulations. But the drill's not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you. Nothing else. You'll need to make the most of it. Next few days will teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find out useful things about your shelter and its habits when your survival journal is not open yet or hidden. First things first, we must ration food and water. You don't wine and dine yourself and the folks you brought with you. You can't bet your bottom dollar none of you will ever see the light of day. Again, as long as you have food and water available, ration it out to a given person by selecting the picture of a can or bottle under their portrait. Or instantly ration out both by clicking on the character's image. Of course, you might save your character's supplies for later, but normally a person can only survive 4 days without water. As to food, the longer you deny your people rations, the weaker they will get and might actually get sick. Even if they manage to cure them, it will take you quite a few cans and a lot of time to replenish their strength. Time to ration supplies. Well, 110 food, 1 water. That's fine. This is the first day down here. You'll need to get used to your surroundings. Believe that. Inhalation you can drive anyone nuts if you don't occupy it yourself. But something to do. Get some decent rest, and we'll carry on tomorrow. Nighty night. Day 2. Day 2. Good morning, survivalists. Hope you slept well. Bed's comfy enough? No? Well, better get used to it, since you'll be staying here for a while. We'll start today's activities with rationing, since you'll need to do it every day. But after that, we will move on to something else. Got your tissue good. Now listen, there is a risk you will run out of supplies eventually. Everything can be useful, but food and water are crucial to survive. If they're gone, you will be gone sooner than you can say corn dog. So sometimes you'll need to send people to the surface to bring more supplies. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Be careful though, tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition. Today we will keep preparations and jump directly into sending someone brave outside. There isn't much going on with Ted, no trouble, nothing new. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Everything else seems okay with Dorlet? I don't know how to say that. Dolores. Timmy might not look it, but he's quite a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. I think I'm gonna be fine. I think everybody should skip today. There's no reason. We only got 2 bottles of water, so we will send people out to the wasteland and no walk in the park. Do it early or without a gas mask. Then you can bet it's a suicide mission for them. Send healthy and well-fed people. Sick, hurt, or crazed people are more likely to perish out there. You can send 1 person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you will need to send someone out, but if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. I would definitely send Ted, man. He's an adult. He needs to stay there. He needs to go out and do it, right? You see out there? No problem. Day 3. Okay, so Ted's going to get supplies. This is a drill, so your explorer will come back after a little while, but in an event for a real apocalypse, they might not be gone for a couple of days. Meantime, you'll be faced with other problems that'll test you to the limits. I'm talking about making decisions that can break even the best of men's moral spine. We'll see that clay you're made of. But first, ration your food and water. We don't want anyone else starving now, do we? Ted left for the surface. We hope we'll see him back soon. Mary Jane's feeling safe. Who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shelter? Dolores is fine as well, as much as anyone can be fine in this tiny shelter. I look at, but he is a strong boy. He's just doing fine. So we will give the children no. Water. And everybody gets food. And I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination, because you probably use yours now. Picture a scenario: you come across your kid's hamster, who in a bizarre way found it way to the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. Now, it's up to you. Do you cook him? Heck yeah. Why is there spoiled food? Good choice. Everyone had a bite, and fresh meat will not be easy to come by in the days ahead. Best to take a chance you can get to eat. Believe me, you will find yourself and your family in much more dire circumstances than this. Dolores has a drink sometimes. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully will stay that way. Timmy might not look it, but he's strong and doing just fine. You're right. We'll give Mary some water. And everybody will eat today. Face the decisions that require you to use your equipment. However, sometimes you might find you don't have the one item that was supposed to save the day. So make sure you scavenge the right supplies before the blast. Keep in mind, every item can be used for something. What do you want to do today? Clean a rifle, listen to the radio, or maybe play... Well, I'm going to play with the radio. That's what we're going to do. Because we got none of the other stuff that you asked us to bring. Ted's back. What did Ted bring? The radio is critical to establishing communication with the U.S. Army as well as for listening out for any trouble that might be ahead of your day. Get lucky, maybe we'll catch some music too. Good news, everyone in the expedition is back. Sometimes they'll be returned with extra supplies. Sometimes they won't. Other times they'll come with back with that nasty energy or radiation sickness. Believe me, you don't want to get those. I hear you can use one during rationing. Ted was hurt. Ted is hungry. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Well, I guess we're gonna have to give him that. We're gonna give that to Jane. And then I guess we'll also give him some water too. Everybody gets water. Fuck it. Give everybody some water. So you need at least one alive adult to keep it going. If you send your survivor to the surface, you won't know what's happening in your bunker until they come back. This was a busy day. Take your time and get some sleep. If you made it to this far, you're doing great, and there's a chance of getting down the foxhole. Hopefully soon. You don't have to quote me on that though. I sent somebody outside, but let's give it another go today, shall we? The first time you were asked to pick someone unlucky, brave volunteer saved the day. This time you will also get a chance to equip your explorer with some useful gear. Feed your troops, and I'll see you at the shelter entrance. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted injuries are fixed. Trouble today. Oh, we're gonna give him some food. Oh, we can't give him all the water. No, we're out of water. We can't send him with anything. Day number 7. Morning, people. You're probably asking yourself one simple question: what's the point of sitting in this atomic shelter? Why not? Why not just leave? Well, leaving is a death sentence. If the radioactive sickness doesn't kill you, the giant scorpions will. You can trust me on that. Your one chance is our boys arriving to rescue you. So every good citizen needs to do one thing: seek contact with the U.S. military and wait a rescue. Ted left for the surface. We hope we'll see him back soon. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no one dared cross her path. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Nothing new to report for Timmy. Ration supplies. Well, everybody gets to eat today, but no water. No. Today, but we will get you eventually. You need to keep your radio operational and be ready to adventure into the wastelands. This door is if somebody knocks 2 times. Am I clear? 2 knocks. 2 knocks. Remember, that's probably important. 2 knocks. Day 8. Ted's back. Let's go. You got a map? Boy Scout. You bring water, though. You'll remember that some days you will be very intense, and a lot of things will happen that you're not prepared for. This is why any day that you give your break is wrestling. You'll need to make sure that you have the most of it. Eat, drink, and relax while thinking about all those Gami bastards who didn't have comfy bunkers like you. That thought always gets me through the day. Ted is safe to return his voyage. The local school is a big building a mile away from the house. Nobody liked that place. The atomic blast didn't change that. Now the windows and the few walls remain. It looks even more. Okay. The local scout team had its own room in the school base. We found a scout manual and a map. Ted's stomach's rumbling. Everyone has to drink sometimes, including Mary and Shane. Is there any water left? If there's one thing we need, it's water for Dolores. What should he drink? Well, we're gonna give it to Mary Jane. Dolores, just shut up. Everybody, I mean, I gotta feed Tim too, I guess. As long as you keep your shelter stocked and remain cautious, you should be okay. However, every choice you make may come to bite you in the ass. Even after a few days or weeks, consider your options carefully. But this is a drill. If the nukes start dropping, it's a totally different story. Day number 9. If I were you, I'd check the door. Our extraction team might be coming for you any day now. But be careful, there's a post-apocalyptic scenario, and you never know what's coming. Ted is hungry. Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. Dolores will not survive without water any longer. Timmy is terrible shape. We need to give him water now. I don't have any. I'm out of water. Sometimes the door, you can hear several knocks. Mostly you can make out so it's up 3 knocks. Do you open the door? No. 2 knocks. We know that. 2 knocks. Good call. That wasn't the knock you were waiting for. Caution all times. Remember that. Be cautious. Apply yourself. And your family will be just fine, or at least most of you. All Ted wishes for a few drops of water. Dolores will not survive without any water any longer. Earl shape, we need to get him water now. If there isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. We don't have any water. The end. We did it. We survived. Good job. You're safe and sound with our brave soldiers. And now we can all have some apple pie. You deserve it. Well spent. Day 1, atomic drill begins. Day 8, back to school. Day 10, successfully passed the drill. Survived. All right, well, there we go, guys. That is 60-second